We are back to give the full review of the movie titled Enoch as Promised. This movie is so emotional. I have seen a lot of trending videos where people were crying. So we're talking about some of the interesting and captivating parts of the movie. The beginning of the movie was about Pastor Adeboye's background. He happened to come from a poor family where they couldn't afford his education, but he was keen on going to school at all costs. One of the things that amazed me was his determination. He not having to eat for 3 days simply because he wants to go to school. Oh, who does that now? Children of nowadays will say school na scam, school na scam. Nobody does that. Like, he really, really tried. And that actually yielded a good result because his father had to sell his precious ram for him to be able to go to school. But something tragic happened along the line. His father died, and that could have ended his education, but he found grace. His principal suggested an IOU, which he agreed with, stating that he will pay back all the fees when he starts working after school. That is really, really nice. Let's talk about how he met his wife, Foluke. But before then, he had ladies frolicking around him because, now, he's very intelligent and he's handsome, tall. As we all know, tall, dark, and handsome. One of the things that amazed me was him telling the ladies different birthdays. I'm like, who does that? Telling them he was born on different days. That was really funny, actually. Then he met Foluke in his friend's place. As you know now, he liked her from the start. He liked her the day he saw her. And she also liked him too. Then he got to the real deal where he had to meet Foluke's father at the end of the day because you all know now. From there, they started dating and the likes and the likes and the likes. And he met Foluke's father shooting his shot, telling him that he wants to marry his daughter and all that. So to cut the long story short, they got married. After the wedding, they had a lot of challenges to the extent that he went to different herbalists to get solution, but his effort was abortive. So this kept on lingering and lingering. Even his daughter was sick. Many things happened along the line until he met his uncle who told him about a church named the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He was reluctant at first to go there because he had actually been there before, and he told his uncle that I don't think this place can actually solve my problems, and his uncle had encouraged him to give it a try. Then he and his wife attended the church, and Pa Akidayomi piqued interest in him the very first day he came to that church. And he began to learn about God from there because the man encouraged him and told him not to run away from God and began coaching him on different things about God. And all other elders in the church too told him about God and mentored him about God. And from there, he started building up a strong faith, and his Christian life was more deeper. And in fact, he was really burning for God to the extent that he told his wife, I must really tell people about this God. I don't want to keep it to myself. Oh, that is really, really good. Like, he got to that point in his life. And as you know now, the man was moved to tell him that he's going to be a pastor in RCCG, and he didn't want that at all. Like, he was I don't want to be a pastor. That he even had to fast and pray with his wife for 14 days because he does not want to become a pastor. But now, once God has said something, it must surely come to pass. And at the end of the day, he became a pastor, and he had to let go of his dream of becoming the youngest vice chancellor in Africa. Oh, at the end, he gave up that dream, and Pa Akidayomi died later on, and the real deal was who was to become the next general overseer of RCCG. And as you know now, Pa Kidayomi always pray and ask for the Holy Spirit to interpret everything to him. And the Holy Spirit made him understand that Baba Adeboye was the next RCCG General Overseer. And after he died, the will was read and the people were angry. In fact, all the elders were just angry and they weren't happy because he met them there. And some of them even left the church and they left him. But God never forsaked him. He had to even move to a room apartment in Mushi to start the work of God fully. And God proved himself a mighty God in his life. And God used him and is still using him till today. And Redeemed Christian Church of God is known worldwide. In fact, God really did wonders in his life. If you haven't seen this movie, I encourage you to really see this movie because it's really interesting. It taught me a lot personally about faith in God, about believing in God, about doing the work of God, not leaning onto your own understanding, and a lot more that I can't really say. I really want you to watch this movie, and I'm very sure that you will be blessed. And I thank Mount Zion and the other people that put this movie together. I really thank them a lot because this movie really makes sense. Thank you very much and God bless you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Ocean Empire. Bye.
Ní ìrètí àti rí ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí òkè ìṣòro rẹ. O mọ̀ pé ìwọ gan-an ni ìdáhùn sí òkè ìṣòro ìbéèrè tó kún ọkàn mi. Ọjọ́ tí mo pàdé rẹ, ọkàn mi fò fáyọ̀. Mo mọ̀ pé àrọ́pò mi ti dé. Ní báyìí tí aṣọ ìwọ̀lékè agbára náà ti bà lé ọ. Gbẹ́kẹ̀lé Olúwa pẹ̀lú gbogbo ọkàn rẹ. Má sì ṣe tẹ̀lé ìmọ̀ ara rẹ. Adébóyè, ojú ò tí ì rí, etí ò tí ì gbọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni kò wá sí ìmọ̀ ènìyàn ohun tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ìjọ Rìdíìmù àti ibi tí Ọlọ́run ń gbé ìjọ Rìdíìmù lọ. Mo rí ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ ènìyàn tó gba ilẹ̀ bí omi òkun. Mo rí ilé ìjọsìn ní ibi gbogbo. Mo rí àwọn alágbára àti òmìrán tó ń dìde fún Jésù. Èyí tó ga jù níbẹ̀, níbikíbi tí ìjọ Rìdíìmù bá ti wà lọ́la, làwọn ènìyàn á máa pariwo hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.